The most chaotic moments on paternity court.
It is evident that he still does love her. And the fact that she's pregnant again
Twins, baby.
is more evident. Oh,
Twins, baby.
Twins.
oh,
Ready.
you said twins?
Twins.
Man.
This baby mama brought the couple to court to set them straight. Well, that's surely one way to put it. Miss Norville was persistent that Mr. Ward was her man, but the Wards were having none of this DNA drama. And we are here for it.
You summoned the defendant and his wife to prove that he fathered your 7-month-old daughter, Jacqueline. And you're here to set them straight, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You and your wife are confident the results will prove that you are not Jacqueline's father, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Shots fired! Shots fired! The plaintiff straight up went for the kill shot. She had no love for the wife. Anyone could see that. And I'm guessing the feeling was mutual. Mommy ended up using colorful words for the married couple, and they were thrilled about that.
You know, you understand what I'm saying? Like, he's so wishy-washy. He just texted me last night. But that's Mrs. Ward. You understand what I mean? That's Mrs.
He just
Ward.
texted you last night?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to get married.
Oh, this husband sure gives off a sleazy vibe, right? He was standing there with his wife denying he fathered baby Jacqueline, and yet his actions are the polar opposite of what he said. A walking red flag, ain't he, ladies?
This comes from Dean Ward. I got married, which I shouldn't have. Just understand me, I'm sorry. When I'm done with this, you can have all my time and you can have it now. I just want to get this divorce and be done with her.
And then, man, it was all jokes. All jokes.
Moving on, their text exchange was right there, and yet the wife was out for blood of the baby mama. Wow! Woman, your husband was texting her while sleeping beside you, and that's what you chose to argue over? Come on.
Who texts first
You
if
definitely
this
wrote
is
me
exchange?
first.
That's like
You
here and there.
definitely
We're
wrote
about
me
the baby,
first. He
though.
wanted to know
But we're
what
here about
hotel
the
room I
baby,
was at.
not my
He
marriage.
wanted to
That's
know
not what we're here
girl,
about.
That's not a marriage. He wanted to know what hotel I was at.
That's why you're mad,
He
because
wanted
we're
to know
married.
what hotel I was
One at a time.
He knew you for 2 weeks.
Let him say, she said battle commence. Oh yeah! According to Miss Norville, she dropped the pregnancy bomb on Mr. Ward supposedly on her birthday. But he was quick to reject that testimony, and the rest was history.
Were you telling him there could be another father?
No,
But you did admit that you had slept with your ex.
on my birthday.
No, you didn't sleep with him on your birthday.
I
You slept
did.
with him before her birthday because
I did.
she told me she cheated on me on her birthday.
No, I slept with him on my birthday.
No, you said it was a couple weeks before
No.
then, that it was in the
No,
same amount of
it was
period
on my
of time
birthday.
before, because she didn't know who
It
was
was on my
really the baby
birthday.
daddy is.
Man, oh man, these guys swore to derail each other one way or another. Baby daddy didn't step up to be a supportive father since he didn't believe it. But in actuality, the baby mama pushed him away. Didn't see that one coming, right? Let's hear her reason for this.
Honestly, I pushed him away because my ex, he needed me. And I felt obligated.
What about the birth?
No, I didn't know she was born. I knew like 2 months afterwards she was born,
It wasn't
and I know,
2 months.
and I know
she was
about
a
my
couple
mom.
weeks. You came to my house. She was only a couple
She
weeks
was 2
old.
months, ma'am.
She was 6 weeks.
She was 2 months, ma'am.
Oh my God, are these guys for real? The plaintiff was pretty positive Mr. Ward was her guy, and yet there was no mention of him on the good old birth certificate. Now, why would she do that? It's a genuine question. Guess what comes next?
Did you put his name on the birth certificate?
Oh, no.
Why?
Because he was married and I didn't want to deal with it.
What do that have to do with my child?
Honestly, he was married and I'm pregnant now. I'm just over it. I'm over him. He's a liar.
Wait a minute. You're pregnant by Mr.
Yeah.
Ward?
I didn't want to do that.
You thought you were trying to make sense of the old story, and ta-da! There's a whole new story in action as well. Yup, it seemed like the baby mama was trying to make herself believe she was so over the guy. But the web of lies and deceit was even more tangled up now.
When he needs something, it's a text. When she needed diapers, I bought them. When he needs gas
When your
money to
baby
get to
needed
work.
milk, I bought that.
Oh,
when
he
your
took
baby
it back.
needed,
He took it back.
no, he
yeah,
did
he
not.
did
No,
take it
he
back.
did
He
not.
did, Kadeem.
Let's get some order. Listen, I'm so fascinated. I mean,
a lot.
this love triangle
lot.
is in full effect.
It's a lot.
Dear Lord, Judge Lake was pounding that gavel left and right for some order in the court. But what to do when there was a twist after twist in this story, even more chaotic than the last one? Miss Norville brought a witness forward, and it was Mr. Kadeem's mother. Now, Grandma came packed with revelations.
He only denying the baby because of his wife denied her. Well, his wife cheated for 7 months. They only been married a year. So for him to not have doubts or question about his wife, baby, is crazy.
Whew, after that shocking revelation, it was only fair we got to the bottom of it. And that's exactly what Judge Lake did. The husband was asked to shed light on his wife's extracurricular activities. And when the wife tried to interject, well, she got shut down pretty quickly.
Have you found something out?
I was texting you.
I'm not talking to you.
I was at work. Someone was telling me something, because you know when you love somebody, you know if somebody doing wrong, you can feel it. Go home, I grabbed the phone, went through it, and what do you know? I seen a message right there, boom, right in my face.
Baby daddy had no relationship with baby Jacqueline, but he did have one with the kid he shared with his wife. He wholeheartedly created this paternity mess himself, and yet he was denying the baby girl. And this was his justification for it. The sheer audacity.
You know why
Without
she's
being
not allowed at her
disrespectful.
house.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you say juggling?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Because,
juggling between two women, all right.
Yeah.
I can't take, you know what I'm saying, KJ to her house. I can't take JJ to her house. What am I supposed to do?
Mr. Ward just can't seem to shake off the relationship with Miss Norval. Here, the paternity court was dealing with just one kid. But pretty soon, these guys will be here for a second time to entertain us. The judge tried to drill some sense into their heads, but another twist was on the way.
So as soon as he figured out that you were being entertained by some other man, shoot, well, why not go back to the girl I really love?
Evidently, he don't really love her. 'Cause
It is evident that he still does love her. The fact that she's pregnant again is more evident. Oh,
Twins, baby.
you said twins?
Yes, ma'am.
It was time to put a stop to this drama and mockery of relationships. This was not a love triangle, but rather a triangular mess of all sorts. The judge had enough of it, and frankly, so did we. Let's see what the results were.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Ward, you are the father.
Yes, I knew it. I knew it.
Miss Marsh, along with her mother, brought the defendant to court in hopes of making him see reason. And the said reason was that she wanted nothing else from him but to step up as a father to baby Tamari. But baby daddy wasn't falling for that trap. No surprise there.
You and your mom have demanded the defendant, Mr. Reed, appear in court today because you say he denies your 1-year-old daughter, Tamari. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Honor.
Mr. Reed, you claim that Miss Marsh has confessed to you that you may not be Tamari's biological father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Turns out, all wasn't wrong with these guys. Yup, they had a nice long-distance relationship. I guess distance made their hearts grow fonder, and soon the online relationship turned physical at some point, as their destination was paternity court.
Torrance wrote me on Facebook telling me that he was coming for me, like coming to be in a relationship with me. And then when he get there, everything
Honor,
was
that
going
was-
good.
that was-
He was asking me
that was
like he was
before-
mad because
that was
I had
before we
I
had-
had 2 kids before him.
Mr. Reed forgot the memo about being exclusive, I guess. After being a party organizer, he became a trip organizer as well. Oh yes, but alas, poor Miss Marsh had no idea that another surprise would be waiting for her on the said trip.
On Torrance's birthday, he asked me to go on a trip with him to a resort with his family. 2 women pop up at the hotel room, and he
Hold on,
said, "This is my wife."
Your Honor,
And I said,
hold
"It's
on.
over."
Your Honor, on the way to the...
What?
Your Honor, I was planning on... I'm a Muslim,
No.
so I was planning on having 4 wives, and she
He's a
knows
fake
this.
Muslim. He's a wannabe Muslim.
Dan took his girlfriend on a trip to meet his wife. A moment of silence for the stupidity. Mr. Reed was making a whole extravaganza out of women. And for what? Prospects for marriage. Yeah, you heard that right.
And then when we got there, Your Honor, the girl, they was asking me, like, how do you know him? I'm like, how do you know him? She just met him.
She was a prospect,
He's
just
a
like
prospect.
Danielle was.
I said, I want to go back home. I have people in St. Louis that could take me home. He said, you're not going nowhere.
The reason I got upset is because her and the other person
We got
ruined
into
my
it.
birthday.
Baby daddy made having 4 wives not just his desire, apparently, but a lifelong mission. And according to his testimony, he had been upfront about this with the plaintiff. However, the plaintiff found out about it from another source.
It's your testimony. You informed her of
Yes,
your
it is.
desire.
Yes, it is. My mother even said it. She's like, Miss Marsh, my son told you. You knew my son was wanted.
Your Honor,
Now, his mother supposed to be a Christian.
No, my mother's
when
a
his mom-
Baptist.
His mom, we were downtown talking, and his mom was like, I thought he told you that he wanted 4 wives. I said, no, your son didn't tell me. He tricked me.
Shedding light on how the pregnancy came to be, Miss Marsh had the defendant with her up till the point they found out she was gonna be a mama. Sadly, it didn't last long, as Mr. Reed had other commitments.
Pregnancy center, we got an ultrasound. Later on, he had left to go console a girl in California that was having a miscarriage.
You knew this?
I
Yes.
knew afterwards.
She knew the young lady was down there.
So the police pulled us over. That's when I found out about the other lady.
Because what happened?
He told them his address and he said he lived with his girlfriend.
Strap yourselves in for some more drama. It's gonna be utter chaos now. As if the mixture of 4 wives and this dude wasn't enough, an ex of the plaintiff became a key player as well. Seriously, people, get a hold of yourselves.
Don't
Bro,
do that, baby.
You didn't have a dude.
Don't
You
do
didn't
that.
have a man when I came to Columbia.
Your Honor, me and the guy, we had broke up 2 months prior to him coming down there. I broke up with him for warrants.
That's what she claimed.
Mr. Reed, I've been wanting to be with him since I was 18.
But she steady texting them and called them, and they
I was
steady
steady
got drama
texting and calling. I never was texting and calling him. We met him at the BMV, and that was the last time you heard of him.
Mr. Reed liked to travel a lot. Good for him. Although, he traveled this much for solely one reason. And I think now we can take a guess as to what that one reason was. Here it is.
I stay in California, I stay in Chicago, I stay in Ohio, and Cincinnati. So she already knows.
Okay, wait a minute. And you have girlfriends in all these places?
I have companions, yes.
He don't want responsibilities.
Responsibilities. I'm the
his
one to take
You-
care of
you
her.
ex-
Only time I don't take care of her when we're not together.
The defendant had doubts, but he claimed he took care of the baby mama. It's commendable only if it were true, as the plaintiff straight up rejected this testimony. Yup. And then the court just erupted into chaos with a capital C.
We're together, he didn't even take care of her.
Who pay your bills?
Every time a bill due, he would leave.
What happens? Like, does he support you through this pregnancy? Was he at the hospital for Tamari's birth?
No. He got back with the girl. At the end of their relationship, I guess she was stalking my Facebook. She screenshotted him a picture of Tamari, and he wrote me on Facebook, like, I want to see my daughter.
It was time to whip out the conception calendar, as this mess seemed to be going nowhere. But lo and behold, that only added fuel to the already raging fire in here. Oh yes, and that discovery is what led these guys to eventually part ways.
July 18th to July 23rd, 2015. You're saying you were not with this other guy until when?
August 1st. Well, at that time, Mr. Reed was doing so much with all these different women that I went out with my best friend, and one thing led to another. We always liked each other, and it happened, and I let him know.
A chaotic mess indeed. And more so, this mess had been going on for quite a few years. There was not an iota of responsibility in these guys. Time to put a stop to this and roll out the DNA results.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Reed, you are not the father.
Now I feel like the goofy. I done went through all this, and
That's why you
all
got
the time
put in
I'm believing she knew this.
This plaintiff brought Miss Anderson to court to wash his hands of the child being pinned on him. A regular feature of paternity court, right? That's what kept it going. Miss Anderson, on the other hand, was not backing down.
You are demanding a DNA test today because you say you are not the father of Miss Anderson's 17-month-old daughter, Chloe.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Anderson, you say Mr. Hollins need to step up and take responsibility for his actions and his child.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Hollins denied fathering baby Chloe, and yet he was paying child support for her. How did that come to be? That was the million-dollar question. As it turned out, the baby daddy missed court appointments, and not just one time.
I failed to appear to court because I didn't want to take a DNA test and had to pay for it all by myself.
I offered to go half with Mr. Hollins, but he wanted me to pay the whole thing, and he never went to court to take the DNA test. 4 times. He failed to appear 4 times.
There was once love between these two. Initially, it was a budding romance between Mr. Hollins and Miss Anderson. All seemed well and good for them. And then, bam, A Facebook message crushed all hopes.
Bronner, we were in a relationship until another young woman wrote me on Facebook and told me that she was pregnant by Mr. Hollins. Her and Mr. Hollins was in a relationship. I then called Mr. Hollins and I asked Mr. Hollins about it. He thought it was funny. We were on the three-way with a girl. He didn't know that I was on the phone, and he basically said if he couldn't have both of us, he didn't want neither of us.
Mommy went out of town. These guys went their separate ways. They moved on. Good for them. But they had no clue what was about to hit them later. Facebook seemed to be a hit with these guys, as baby daddy got to know about the pregnancy through that as well. But wait till you hear what happened next.
How do you find out Ms. Anderson's pregnant?
Facebook. I found out on Facebook.
That she had a baby or that
Yeah.
she was pregnant?
She had a baby, not pregnant. A pregnancy I didn't never know about.
Wait a minute, so from the point she went out of town with the friend until she actually
came back.
gave birth to the child, you had no idea she was even pregnant?
No idea.
Mind blown, right? Mine certainly did. This woman had no clue she had been carrying a baby for 9 or so months. Hard to believe that, right? Yep, it happened. And it was possible.
She didn't kick, move, I gained no weight, none of that. It was no idea until the day I had her. I wrote Mr. Hollins on Facebook. Mr. Hollins never responded. I then talked to my best friend and I told her that I wanted to tell him about Chloe. So she called Mr. Hollins. We put Mr. Hollins on a three-way and I told him about the baby and I asked him did he want a DNA test.
Enough running around and laying blame on the other parties. About time to present some concrete evidence to solve this chaotic mess. Baby Chloe's life was at stake, and she deserved a father. Here we go.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Hollins, you are her father.
Thank you.